Have you ever found yourself trapped in a whirlwind of incessant thoughts, tossing and turning at night with worries and anxieties? If the answer is yes, then do not despair. There exists a beacon of wisdom that has illuminated humanity for millennia, a timeless philosophy that can guide us out of this mental labyrinth. It is Stoicism, and one of its most illustrious practitioners was Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king of the mighty Roman Empire. Despite facing countless challenges on the throne, he maintained his composure and resilience through the Stoic principles he embraced. Today, we will delve into the invaluable teachings of Marcus Aurelius, distilling them into 10 Stoic practices to tame the relentless stream of thoughts. Though thousands of years old, these lessons remain as relevant as ever, offering a roadmap to finding mental strength and tranquility amidst life's complexities. But before we embark on this journey of unlocking the power of the mind, take a moment to hit the subscribe button. Join me till the end of this path, and you will discover the wonders that Stoic philosophy can bring to your life. Did you know that the human mind, with its rich imagination and boundless creativity, can sometimes act as a magnifying glass, transforming minor events into overwhelming burdens? We worry about what might happen, exaggerate our own mistakes, and interpret others' words in the most negative light. Gradually, we get caught in a vortex of negative thoughts, anxiety, and fear, leaving our souls heavy and weary. This tendency to magnify often stems from deep-seated insecurities, unhealed wounds, or excessively high expectations of ourselves and life. We fear failure, rejection, and not being loved, so we magnify everything to protect ourselves from potential pain. Ironically, this magnification only intensifies our suffering and anxiety. Imagine your mind as a projector. When you enlarge an image, it becomes bigger and clearer, but also distorted and loses its balance. Similarly, when you magnify events in your life, they seem more significant and frightening, but they also lose their objectivity and truth. To conquer your own mind, let's explore the following methods to master your mind, control exaggeration, and rediscover peace. Number 1, the first principle, accepting reality. Marcus Aurelius long ago recognized that the root of overthinking often lies in our inability to accept the present moment as it is. We struggle against reality, yearning for a different world, and it is this resistance that creates turmoil within our minds. Most of us desire a perfect life where the sun always shines and everything goes according to plan. But life is not like that. There will be rainy days, failures, losses, and things beyond our control, such as injuries, illnesses, economic fluctuations, or the actions of others. We cannot change these events, but we can change how we receive them. Often, we accept things reluctantly, only because we have no other choice. But those who follow Stoic philosophy accept everything as if they had wished for it from the beginning. This seemingly small difference has a tremendous impact on how we live. Marcus Aurelius called this the ability to accept reality without judgment. When you are content with what you have and accept everything that happens, you no longer have to struggle with reality. You will no longer torment yourself with questions like, why is this happening to me? Why is it raining? Why is there a pandemic? Why can't my colleague respond to emails faster? No, we often waste a lot of mental energy on such questions, which is a sign that we haven't truly accepted external events, or we accept them but with judgment. Our instinctive reaction to life is often to want what we desire and avoid what we don't. But life often doesn't unfold that way. We encounter unwanted things and cannot avoid undesirable outcomes. So don't expect everything to go your way. Instead, Be willing to embrace everything as if you had wished for it to happen. This is a psychological trick. Essentially, you are tricking yourself. But this method is truly effective. Marcus Aurelius also had positive thoughts on this matter. Be content with what you have and accept reality, everything in it. Convince yourself that everything is a gift from the divine, that everything is good and will always be so, regardless of what the divine decides or conceives for that perfect entity, the good, the just, and the beautiful, creating all things, connecting and cherishing them, and gathering scattered fragments to create more similar entities. Accepting reality does not mean being passive or giving up. It is a conscious choice to stop fighting against what is beyond our control, so that we can focus our energy on what we can change and improve. It is the path to inner peace, freedom from unnecessary worries and anxieties, and the ability to fully enjoy what life has to offer, whether it be joy or sorrow, success or failure. Number 2. Learn to observe your own thoughts. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of mastering our minds. To achieve this, we need to learn to observe our thoughts without judgment or attachment, allowing them to come and go freely like passing breezes. Imagine your mind as a tranquil lake. When an external stimulus occurs, like a stone thrown into the water, the surface instantly ripples. These ripples represent our thoughts. They can be worries about the future, regrets about the past, or judgments about the present. But just like ripples on a lake, these thoughts will eventually dissipate, restoring peace to the mind. So when these thought ripples arise, what should we do? Don't try to fight them, nor let them sweep you away. Simply observe them, like someone standing on the shore watching waves crash and recede. Remember, thoughts are just thoughts, they are not you. You are the calm, vast, and deep lake, while thoughts are merely fleeting ripples on its surface. Stoicism teaches us the art of observation without interference. When a negative thought arises, don't try to push it away or struggle with it. Simply acknowledge it, label it, "This is a worried thought," and then gently let it go. Imagine placing that thought in a bubble and watching it float away, higher and higher until it disappears into the sky. For instance, if you're anxious about an upcoming presentation, instead of letting those worries consume you, try taking a deep breath and saying to yourself, "I am feeling anxious about the presentation." Then visualize those anxieties as dark clouds passing through the sky of your mind. You are the vast sky, unwavering and unaffected by the transient clouds. Number 3. Embracing imperfection. In modern life, we are often caught in the relentless pursuit of perfection. We yearn for an ideal world where everything runs smoothly, without a scratch, without a single flaw. We admire the glamorous images on social media, the perfectly polished success stories, and inadvertently forget that even the most beautiful pearl is born from a rough grain of sand. Stoic philosophy, with its timeless wisdom, reminds us that perfection is but a fleeting illusion. Life, like an ink wash painting, is not just about vibrant colors, but also subtle shades and quiet spaces. It is this contrast, this imperfection, that creates the unique and authentic beauty of the painting, as well as of our own lives. Embracing imperfection does not mean giving up or ceasing our efforts to improve ourselves. It is an awakening, an objective recognition of the limitations of all things, of the imperfect nature of both humanity and the world around us. When we let go of unrealistic expectations, we liberate our souls from the chains of pressure and disappointment, finding true peace and freedom within. Consider a garden. No matter how meticulously the gardener cares for it, they cannot prevent fallen leaves, wilted flowers, or sudden rain showers. But it is precisely this imperfection, this natural cycle of birth, aging, sickness, and death, that creates the vibrant beauty and resilience of the garden. Life is the same. Challenges, failures, and disappointments are an inevitable part of the journey. We cannot control everything, but we can control how we face and react to them. When we learn to embrace imperfection, we no longer torment ourselves over mistakes or compare ourselves pointlessly to others. We learn to appreciate what we have while continuously striving to improve ourselves every day. We view others with compassion and understanding, knowing that they, like us, are imperfect. Embracing imperfection is not a sign of weakness, but a mark of maturity and wisdom. It allows us to live an authentic life, unburdened by illusions and unrealistic expectations. It helps us find joy and happiness in the simple things and face difficulties with calmness and courage. Because in the end, life is not a race towards perfection, but a journey of discovery and experience with all its ups and downs and inherent imperfections. Number 4. Embracing impermanence. Marcus Aurelius often contemplated the ephemeral nature of life and the transitory nature of all things. This Stoic insight can be a potent antidote to overthinking, which often arises from our attachment to things we fear losing or our desire for things we do not possess. By reminding ourselves of the impermanence of everything, we can release the grip of overthinking, embrace the present moment with gratitude, knowing that it too will pass. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything is ephemeral, both what remembers and what is remembered." To better understand the power of Stoic philosophy in real life, let's explore some case studies inspired by Marcus Aurelius and his teachings. Meet Peter, a passionate young musician who dreams of performing on the big stage. However, as his first performance approaches, the fear of failure grows within him. Peter worries about making mistakes, the audience's reaction, and even doubts his own talent. In these moments of insecurity, Peter turns to Stoic philosophy as a companion. He learns to focus on what he can control: thorough preparation, diligent practice, and his love for music. He practices mindfulness, taking deep breaths and bringing his mind back to the present whenever negative thoughts overwhelm him. Furthermore, Peter cultivates courage, one of the key Stoic virtues. He accepts that failure is a possibility, but it doesn't define his worth. By embracing impermanence, Peter gradually lets go of his attachment to the outcome. He finds peace in the process of creation and performance, knowing that whether he succeeds or fails, he has lived fully with his passion. Emily, a young woman, is experiencing the pain of a broken relationship. She constantly blames herself, wondering what she did wrong and if the relationship can be salvaged. The pain and regret linger in her mind, trapping her in a cycle of negativity. Emily turns to Stoic philosophy for liberation. She starts journaling her thoughts and feelings, pouring her heart onto the pages. Through this process, she gains clarity about the past relationship, what transpired, and what she can learn from it. Emily also practices the Stoic virtue of wisdom. She recognizes that dwelling on past mistakes serves no purpose unless it leads to constructive action in the present. By focusing on healing and moving forward, Emily gradually finds peace and renewed faith and love. Number 5. Stop worrying about the future. Life, with all its unexpected twists and turns, is like a flowing river. Even if we try to build dams, the current we'll find a way to break through, bringing unforeseen uncertainties. No matter how meticulously we plan and prepare for the future, there will always be unexpected events that challenge our resilience and willpower. Anxiety about the future, about the unknown, can be like a persistent ghost, robbing us of the joy and peace of the present. We toss and turn over potential failures, losses, and shattered dreams. We question our ability to overcome future challenges and whether what we're building will crumble in the face of life's storms. Stoic philosophy, with its timeless wisdom, reminds us that the future is an enigma, an uncharted territory. Trying to control it, worrying about it, is like trying to grasp sand in a strong wind, a futile effort that only brings fatigue and anxiety. So, instead of letting fear of the future dominate the present, what should we do? A seasoned sailor doesn't expect calm seas all the time. He knows that storms are an inevitable part of the journey. He prepares meticulously, hones his skills, and is always ready to face unexpected challenges. When a storm hits, he doesn't panic or despair, but calmly steers the ship, seeking ways to navigate through the difficulties. We can learn from this sailor. Let's accept that life isn't always smooth sailing, that there will be times when we face undesirable situations. Instead of resisting uncertainty, let's learn to adapt and respond. Let's cultivate a steadfast mindset and a resilient spirit, ready to face any storm that life throws our way. Stoic philosophy teaches us that happiness doesn't lie in controlling the future, but in living fully in the present moment. Let's focus on what we can control: our actions, our thoughts, and our attitudes towards challenges. For example, if you're anxious about an upcoming exam, instead of drowning in fear, focus on studying and preparing as best you can. If you're grieving a broken relationship, focus on self-care, find joy in other things, and trust that time will heal all wounds. Each of us possesses an inner strength, a capacity to overcome difficulties and adapt to circumstances. Trust in yourself, in your ability to face whatever the future holds. Remember, you've overcome countless challenges in the past, and you will overcome future ones as well. Don't let worries about the future steal the joy of the present. Live each moment to the fullest, cherish what you have, and face everything with a calm mind and a brave heart. Because ultimately, happiness doesn't lie in knowing the future, but in living a meaningful and fulfilling life, no matter what comes your way. Now, number 6, stop focusing on what you cannot control. Stoic philosophy clearly distinguishes between what we can control and what we cannot. According to Epictetus, there are only two things that belong to us: our actions and our thoughts. Everything else is beyond our control. This means that we can only control our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Everything else, from the weather and illness to the reactions of others, is beyond our reach. Understanding the limits of control helps us avoid a great deal of suffering. When we try to control things that are inherently uncontrollable, we trap ourselves in a cycle of worry, fear, and disappointment. This is particularly evident in modern life, where people are often preoccupied with things beyond their grasp, from global news to the opinions of others on social media. To truly live in the spirit of Stoicism, letting go of what you cannot control is essential. But how can this be practiced? First, you need to be clearly aware of what you can and cannot control. Ask yourself this question when facing a difficult situation: can I control this? If the answer is no, accept it and let it go. Acceptance doesn't mean surrendering or giving up. It means recognizing that the stress and worry over that issue will not help and will only add to the suffering. Another way to practice this is to change how you perceive events. Marcus Aurelius, in his work Meditations, wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. The ability to change how we perceive events, rather than trying to change the events themselves, is one of the greatest strengths we can develop. When you focus on what you can control, you'll find that your life becomes lighter, less stressful, and more fulfilling. This doesn't mean that life will no longer be difficult or challenging, but that you will have a powerful tool to face these challenges calmly and effectively. Firstly, focusing on what you can control makes you more proactive in life. Instead of worrying about uncertain outcomes, you'll channel your energy into taking specific actions that you know will be beneficial. This creates a positive feedback loop, where each positive action you take leads to more positive outcomes, even if the results aren't exactly as you expected. Secondly, when you let go of what you cannot control, you free up a significant amount of mental energy. This energy can be used to focus on goals, values, and relationships that truly matter to you. Instead of getting caught up in trivial matters, you can dedicate your time and energy to bigger things, things that bring real meaning to your life. Finally, letting go also helps you live a more peaceful life. Those who live in the spirit of Stoicism are not driven by fear or worry about things beyond their control. They understand that life is a series of unpredictable and uncontrollable events. Therefore, they choose to live peacefully and focus on their inner values, rather than seeking comfort from external sources. Number 7, practicing mindfulness. In the spirit of Stoicism, mindfulness isn't a supernatural state or an esoteric meditation technique. It's simply being fully present in the current moment, the ability to observe your thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment or attachment. When we practice mindfulness, we're no longer swept away by the whirlwind of the past or future, no longer letting worries and fears control our minds. We learn to accept reality as it is, and from there, find peace amidst life's fluctuations. Imagine your mind as a river. When worries arise, they're like turbulent waves, sweeping away everything in their path. But when you practice mindfulness, you stand on the bank, observing the flow with clarity. You don't jump into the river to try and stop the waves. You simply witness them come and go. Gradually, you realize that you are not those waves. You are the river, vast and accepting, capable of holding all of life's ups and downs. Practicing mindfulness not only helps reduce anxiety, but also brings other benefits to your mental health. It enhances your focus, improves decision-making, and cultivates compassion towards yourself and others. When you live in the present, you appreciate the good things around you more and find joy in life's simple moments. Let mindfulness become an integral part of your life. Dedicate a few minutes each day to meditation, focusing on your breath or bodily sensations. Throughout the day, try to perform daily activities mindfully, from eating and walking to working and communicating. When you encounter difficult situations, pause, take a deep breath, and observe your thoughts and emotions. Don't judge them, just allow them to be present and then pass. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Let mindfulness be the tool that helps you master your mind, overcome anxiety, and live a peaceful and meaningful life. Number 8, shifting perspectives. When faced with a situation, especially a difficult or challenging one, our minds tend to react instinctively, leading to negative and one-sided thoughts. We easily fall into the trap of exaggeration, viewing everything through a gloomy lens and hastily judging ourselves or others. However, Stoic philosophy reminds us that every event has multiple facets, different perspectives. To make wise decisions and act thoughtfully, we need to learn to shift our perspectives, to view the issue comprehensively and objectively. Imagine you're standing before a mountain. From one side, the mountain might appear majestic and magnificent, but if you move to a different angle, you might see cracks, jagged rocks, and hidden shadows. Similarly, every situation in life has various aspects. If we only look from one side, we might miss crucial details, potential opportunities, or valuable lessons. When facing a challenge, instead of jumping to conclusions or making judgments, pause and ask yourself, am I exaggerating the problem? Is there any evidence to support this thought? Is there another way to look at this situation? Am I being overly pessimistic? By asking these questions, we open the door to new possibilities, creative solutions, and more positive perspectives. For example, when you receive criticism from your boss, instead of feeling disappointed and insecure, try to see it as an opportunity for learning and growth. Perhaps your boss wants to help you improve your skills, or maybe you misunderstood their intentions. Have a conversation with your boss to clarify the issue and find a solution. Or when you encounter a failure, instead of dwelling in self-blame and despair, try to see it as a valuable lesson. Every failure brings us new knowledge and deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Learn from your mistakes and use them as motivation for future growth. Shifting perspectives not only helps us solve problems more effectively, but also nurtures a calm and optimistic spirit. When we are no longer caught in the vortex of negative and one-sided thoughts, we have more energy to focus on the positive aspects of life, our goals, and our dreams. We will see that life is not just about difficulties and challenges, but also about joys, opportunities, and wonders waiting to be discovered. Number 9. Stop dwelling on the past. The past, like a weathered book, holds countless stories about us, pages filled with love, joy, and success, but also lines etched with sorrow, failure, and loss. It is an inseparable part of life, a place we revisit for reflection, contemplation, and learning. But just like a book, if we keep flipping back to the old pages, we'll miss the new chapters, the new stories waiting to be discovered ahead. Reminiscing about the past can, at times, bring comfort and warmth. We remember cherished memories, happy moments, and feel a gentle joy well up within us. But if we let that nostalgia turn into clinging, we imprison ourselves in a jail of the past, where regrets and self-reproach gnaw at our souls. We dwell on missed opportunities, broken relationships, and mistakes made. We blame ourselves, wishing we could turn back time to fix everything. But the truth is, the past is gone, and nothing can change it. Instead of dwelling on the past, learn to accept it as part of life's journey. Cherish the beautiful memories, learn from the mistakes, and then move on with strength. The future lies wide open, with countless new opportunities and possibilities. Don't let the past hinder your progress. Imagine you're climbing a mountain. Each step you take leaves a mark on the path. There are firm footsteps, marking successes and joys. But there are also unsteady ones, signifying stumbles and failures. Don't let those footprints hold you back. Look ahead, towards the summit, where new challenges and breathtaking views await. Live fully in the present. Focus on what you can do today to create a better future. Remember, every moment is a precious gift, an opportunity to learn, grow, and create something meaningful. Don't waste it on regrets and dwelling on the past. Let the past rest, and open your heart to the good things that the present and future hold. Number 10. Cultivating gratitude. In the hustle and bustle of life, we often get caught up in the whirlwind of worries, goals, and ambitions, sometimes forgetting to pause and appreciate the good things around us. Gratitude, like a warm ray of sunshine on a cold winter day, warms the soul and brings true joy. It's not just a fleeting emotion, but also an attitude towards life, a way of perceiving the world with appreciation and thankfulness. Learning gratitude doesn't mean ignoring life's difficulties or challenges. It simply means choosing to focus on the positive aspects, the things we're fortunate to have, no matter how small. It could be a delicious meal, a peaceful sleep, a friendly smile from a stranger, or simply the start of a new day. When we're grateful, we open our hearts to receive good things and spread positivity to those around us. Gratitude helps us build strong relationships, creating a community of love and mutual support. It also helps us face difficulties with calmness and optimism, knowing that even in the toughest situations, there's always something to be grateful for. Try starting each day by acknowledging 3 things you're grateful for. These could be big things like health, family, or work, or small things like a delicious cup of coffee, a favorite song, or a compliment from a colleague. Gradually, you'll find gratitude becoming a habit, an indispensable part of your life. And when you're truly grateful, you'll realize that happiness doesn't lie in possessing more, but in appreciating what you already have. You'll see life brimming with color and meaning, and you'll have the strength to overcome any challenge on your journey. And that concludes our journey together, a journey of exploring the power of the mind, a journey of taming the relentless stream of thoughts to rediscover inner peace and freedom. I hope that these insights into Stoic philosophy and the lessons from Marcus Aurelius have provided you with new perspectives and valuable tools to navigate life's challenges. Remember, overthinking is not a life sentence. It's merely a habit, and like any other habit, it can be changed. With perseverance, discipline, and courage, you can absolutely master your mind, transforming it from a foe into a trusted companion on your life's journey. Don't forget, you're not alone on this path. Stoic philosophy has accompanied humanity for millennia, and the teachings of Marcus Aurelius remain as relevant today as ever. Let them be your source of inspiration and motivation, helping you overcome any obstacle and live a life of true meaning. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you found these insights helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on future valuable content. And remember, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Start today, one small step at a time, to build a resilient mind and a peaceful life. Wishing you success on your journey to mastering your mind.